What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am here to do my official New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors 29 2022 predictions. Now, the 29th Best of Super Juniors tournament begins this Sunday morning live on NewJapanWorld.com and all culminates on Friday, June 3rd, where the winner of the Best of Super Juniors tournament will challenge the new three-time IWGP Jr.Hv Champion Taiji Ishimori at Dominion in Osaka-Jo Hall. Now, if Taiji Ishimori can win this tournament as the reigning Jr.Hv Champion, he can handpick his opponent. Now, this year's field for the Best of Super Juniors this year for New Japan Pro Wrestling, it is incredibly stacked and loaded. 20 of the best Junior Heavyweights fighting to see who will get a shot at the IWGP Jr.Hv Championship in Osaka-Jo Hall at Dominion. So I'm extremely excited to do my Best of Super Juniors 29 predictions for you guys this year. This could be a long video because I'll be breaking down the block, the competitors, my initial thoughts, my top 5, and my finals predictions all in this one video. So sit back and relax, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, this is the first video of a combined 2 video day on the channel today and this week, guys. So I hope you guys are able to watch this video and all the fantastic videos we got on deck on the channel on this massive and monster month of May this year. And as always, sure to support the channel as always, guys, by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, big to go. And if you're a huge fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling like myself, and you're ready for the 29th edition of the Best of Super Juniors tournament, welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into my Best of Super Juniors 29 predictions. Let's start off first in A block, starting off with the competitors. First, he is one half of the reigning 69th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. He is also a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he won this tournament all the way back in 2012, making his 19th Best of Super Juniors appearance. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the funky weapon himself, Ryusuke Taguchi. Next, he is representing the LA Dojo, and he is making his Best of Super Juniors debut this year. He is known as the Wild Rhino, Clark Connors. Next, he is also making his debut in this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament. He is the talented Alex Zane. Next, he is representing the Cutthroat Darkness era of Bullet Club. And he is also representing Bullet Club's House of Torture, and he is 1/3 of the reigning Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions, making his 5th Best of Super Juniors appearance. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Murder Machine Show. Next, he is representing the United Empire, and he is making his New Japan Pro Wrestling and his Best of Super Juniors debut. He is the former All Japan Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is the Nova Fireball, Francesco Akira. Next, he is representing Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, and he is a former multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, making his 5th Best of Super Juniors appearance. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. he is the drunken heel master, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Next, he is representing Chaos, and he was in last year's finals of the Best of Super Juniors tournament. After falling behind 0-4 in the beginning, he found a way to make it to the finals last year, making his 5th Best of Super Juniors appearance. He is Direct Drive Yo. Next, he is representing Impact Wrestling, and he is making his Best of Super Juniors debut this year. He is the reigning and the youngest 3-time X Division champion. He is one of my favorites in Impact Wrestling. He is the inevitable Ace Austin. Next, he is representing the Cutthroat Darkness era of and he is the brand new 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, making his 6th Best of Super Juniors appearance. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori. And finally, you have representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is the former 4-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he is the reigning and defending back-to-back Best of Super Juniors winner, making his 7th Best of Super Juniors appearance. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Ticking Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. Now, my thoughts on this year's A block, it's pretty damn stacked. I mean, you got the Junior Heavyweight Champion in this block, Taiji Ishimori. You have last year's winner of the Best of Super Juniors tournament, Hiromu, in this block. You have Yo, last year's runner-up, in this block. You have guys like Francesco Akira making his New Japan Pro Wrestling and Best of Super Juniors debut. You got the inevitable Ace Austin. You got Clark Connors representing the LA Dojo. You got Alex Zane. You got Sho representing Bullet Club. You got Kanemaru representing Suzuki Gun. And then you got the veteran himself, Ryusuke Taguchi, making his 19th Best of Super Juniors appearance, looking to win his 2nd Best of Super Juniors tournament. But this year's A block for the Best of Super Juniors tournament this year is pretty damn stacked. Now on to my top 5 guys that I think will win the block, with my number 1 pick being the guy I think will win A block this year. Starting off at number 5 with the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori. Now, Ishimori won the title from El Desperado at Wrestling Dontaku on May 1st in Fukuoka, and now his chances of winning this tournament are as slim as a Slim Jim, because Junior Heavyweight Champions, if I can remember, I don't think any Junior Heavyweight Champion has ever won the Best of Super Junior tournament and handpicked his opponent. So the pressure is on for Ishimori, and he's got the biggest target on his back, because whoever beats him in this tournament will have a shot at the Junior Heavyweight Championship. So at number 5, I have the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori. At number 4, I have the United Empire's newest member, Francesco Akira. Now, I don't know a lot about this guy, but I've heard some really good things about him, and I think he can be a big threat in the Junior Heavyweights division going forward. And I think he can get some big wins in this tournament and quite possibly be a huge dark horse to make it to the final. So at number 4, I have the Nova Fireball, Francesco Akira. At number 3, I have the reigning X Division champion of Impact Wrestling, my boy Ace Austin. Now, I know a lot of people would think, oh, Ace Austin doesn't have a chance. But if you watched him as much as I have in Impact Wrestling, this dude is the real deal. He may not win this tournament, being he's an outsider, but I'm telling you, he is the real deal. This guy is the youngest X Division champion in Impact Wrestling's history. And for me, he should be world champion by now. But we all know that story. They want to have Josh Alexander, the Impact Wrestling world champion, the family man. But for me, Ace Austin, got to be world champion by this year or next year. But I think he's going to have a fantastic run in his first Best of Super Juniors tournament, and he's going to give a lot of people some problems. So at number 3, I have my boy, the inevitable Ace Austin. At number 2, I have last year's finalist, Direct Drive Yo. Now, Yo really shocked a lot of people, including myself, because I did not see Yo making it to the finals last year. But he proved a lot of people wrong. And coming back from being down losing 4 matches and then finding a way to get to the finals and falling short to Hiromu Takahashi, Yo really shocked the world. But his chances this year are very slim because he's an outside shot to win this tournament because there's so many talented junior heavyweights in this block that Yo could be the outside guy looking in. So at number 2, I have Chaos's Direct Drive Yo. And now my number 1 pick to win A block this year is the reigning back-to-back Best of Super Juniors winner, Hiromu Takahashi. Now, Hiromu definitely wants to get back into the junior heavyweight title scene, and I think this is his last opportunity to get it. Because if he does not win the Best of Super Juniors tournament this year, he has to move to the back of the line because there's a lot of junior heavyweight challengers that want to go after that junior heavyweight title. This division is not all about Hiromu Takahashi, even though they think he's the ace of the junior heavyweights division, which that's kind of ridiculous. But I think Hiromu is going to win this block, and I think he has a huge opportunity to go for the three-peat. 3 consecutive Best of Super Juniors championships. He won it in 2020, he won it in last year, and he's looking to win it this year. So my number 1 pick to win A block this year is the reigning Best of Super Juniors champion, ticking time bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. And now on to B block, starting off with the competitors. First, he is representing All Elite Wrestling and the Blackpool Combat Club, and he is the reigning Ring of Honor Pure Champion, making his Best of Super Juniors debut this year. And if you know his music, making its theme debut on the channel, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Wheeler Yuta. Next, he is representing CMLL, and he is the reigning CMLL welterweight champion, making his 3rd Best of Super Juniors appearance. He is Titan. Next, he is representing Strong Hearts and GLEAT, and he is the reigning GLEAT T-Rex champ. He is making his Best of Super Juniors debut. He is El Lindemann. Next, he is representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is a former IWGP Jr.Hv Champion, making his 10th Best of Super Juniors appearance, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Jet Black Death Mask, MX Bushi. Next, he is representing Hontai, and he is the other half of the reigning 69th IWGP Jr.Hv Tag Team Champions with his partner Ryusuke Taguchi, making his 3rd Best of Super Juniors appearance, and if you know his music, making its theme debut on the channel, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is way to the Grandmaster, Master Wato. Next, he is representing Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, and he is making his 4th Best of Super Juniors appearance. He is the master of the Doki Choki. He is Doki. Next, he is representing Chaos, and he is the former and first ever Australian-born IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion with Tiger Mask, making his 4th Best of Super Juniors appearance, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. In the afterglow. He is the Sniper of the Sky, Robbie Eagles. Next, he is representing the United Empire, and he is a former and the first ever WWE Cruiserweight Champion, making only his 2nd Best of Super Juniors appearance. He is the Public Enemy, TJP. Next, he is representing the Cutthroat Darkness era of and he is a former back-to-back Super J Cup champion, a former multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, making his 3rd Best of Super Juniors appearance, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the original headbanger, El Phantasmo. And finally, you have representing Suzuki Gun, Ichiban, and he is the former 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, making his 6th Best of Super Juniors appearance, and if you know his music, you'll know who I am talking about. He is the Rogue Luchador El Desperado. Now, my thoughts on B Block this year in the Best of Super Juniors tournament. Got a stacked B Block this year. I mean, you got guys like Bushi. You guys got Robbie Eagles, Doki, TJP, Wheeler Yuta, which I am extremely excited to see him in this Best of Super Juniors tournament. You got the former Junior Heavyweight Champion Desperado after he lost the belt at Dontaku on May 1st to Ishimori, so he's going to be a front runner to possibly win this block. You got El Phantasmo looking to get his rightful one-on-one shot at the Junior Heavyweight title. B Block is almost as stacked as A Block, and there's a lot of people that can actually win B Block this year. Now on to my top 5 guys that I think will win B Block, with my number 1 pick being the guy that will, in my opinion, win the block. At number 5, I have the master of the Doki Choki, Doki. I think Doki is going to have another good run in this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament. He has gradually gotten better and better each and every year. So at number 5, I have Doki. At number 4, I have Jet Black Death Mask Bushi. I think Bushi is going to have a really good run in this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament. He always steps it up in this tournament every year. And I think this could be the year he finally breaks out and becomes a contender. So at number 4, I have MX Bushi. At number 3, I have the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta. Now, if you have been watching AEW like myself, Wheeler Yuta has grown throughout the years on AEW, and being part of the Blackpool Combat Club with Lord Regal and Danielson and Moxley. Wheeler Yuta is going to have I just have a feeling he's going to showcase what those 3 guys have been teaching him. That hard-hitting style of Regal, that take no prisoners style of Moxley and Danielson. Wheeler Yuta is going to have a very good showing in this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament, and I wouldn't be shocked he's right up there close to the end. So at number 3, I have the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, the talented Wheeler Yuta. At number 2, I have the headbanger himself, El Phantasmo. Now, a couple of days ago, I would have had El Phantasmo winning this block, but with Ishimori being the Junior Heavyweight Champion and, you know, Bullet Club's cutest tag team, the chances of him making the finals is pretty slim. But don't count out El Phantasmo. This guy is damn good, and with his newfound confidence in the sudden death super kick without the stuff in his boot, even though that was somebody planted that just to frame Phantasmo. But Phantasmo is definitely going to be a threat, and I think he'll be right up there up until the end. So at number 2, I have the headbanger El Phantasmo. And now my number 1 pick to win B Block this year, I think this is no secret to anybody. I'm going with the former 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Rogue Luchador, El Desperado. Now, I think Desperado has to win this block because he has not been to the finals in over 2 years. And a chance to finally get something that he's never had before. He's been the Junior Champion. He's been the Junior Tag Champ. And now he's looking to become the Best of Super Juniors Champion and get another shot at his title, what Ishimori holds at Dominion in Osaka-Jo Hall. So my number 1 pick to win B Block this year is the Rogue Luchador, El Desperado. And now on to the finals of the 29th Best of Super Juniors tournament to see who will get that shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship at Dominion in Osaka-Jo Hall. And this matchup, I think, is going to be the rematch of the 27th Best of Super Juniors finals between the A Block winner this year, in my opinion, the leader of the member of Los Ingobernables de Japón, the back-to-back Best of Super Juniors champion, Hiromu Takahashi, facing this year's B Block winner, in my opinion, representing Suzuki Gun, the former 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Rogue Luchador, El Desperado. Now, if you guys remember that finals back in 2020 between Hiromu and El Desperado, it was a fucking classic. And it was one of the best junior heavyweight finals and the best Super Juniors in a long time, since the days of Kushida and Will Ospreay. This was, and Shingo and Ospreay as well. But this one was just so special. I mean, Hiromu coming back from the injury, winning the Best Super Juniors tournament, and El Desperado taking off his mask. We finally saw what he looks like. That match 2 years ago was amazing. I just feel like this year we're going to get it one more time. Hiromu's opportunity to win 3 consecutive Best of Super Juniors tournaments and get another shot at the Junior Heavyweight title versus Desperado's a chance to win his first Best of Super Juniors title and get another crack at Ishimori's Junior Heavyweight title. So, you know, if you saw the match 2 years ago between these two, you know this matchup is going to slap and it's going to be an absolute fucking banger. So, coming from me, in the finals of the 29th Best of Super Juniors tournament to see who will challenge Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title at Dominion in Osaka-Jo Hall in June. Boy, this one's such a tough pick. This is a very tough pick because I wouldn't be shocked if Hiromu wins this tournament again, but coming from me, Desperado has to win. I think this would be another feather in Desperado's cap. He's the former 2-time Junior Heavyweight Champion, but to win the Best of Super Juniors this year would be a huge notch in his belt. So coming from me, I am going to go with the Rogue Luchador El Desperado to win his first Best of Super Juniors trophy and defeat Hiromu Takahashi in an absolute banger. And those are my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors 29 2022 predictions. Whew! Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you see winning this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament for New Japan Pro Wrestling? For me, I think El Desperado is going to win this tournament over Hiromu Takahashi. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is winning A Block this year? Do you see any dark horses making a deep run? And who do you see winning B Block this year? And do you see any dark horses winning it in B Block as well? For me, Hiromu or Yo's going to win A Block, and B Block is going to be either Desperado or El Phantasmo. But let me know what you guys think. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to these comments. And your opinions are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching my Best of Super Juniors 29 predictions for New Japan Pro Wrestling this year. Again, thank you guys for all the support. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. that subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. We're over 1,013 subscribers on the channel now. So again, thank you guys so very much for the overwhelming support. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you guys waiting for? If you're a fan of professional wrestling, when it comes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, Ring of Honor Wrestling, and the WWE, and you're a fan of professional sports when it comes to the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball, the NFL, and the college football, super kick that subscribe button, folks. It's free, and you become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys hopefully this week for my official New Japan Pro Wrestling's Capital Collision 2022 predictions. Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP US title, Tanahashi, Moxley, Juice, and Ospreay, and Bullet Club versus Chaos. Later days, guys, and peace. The road to the Junior Heavyweight title at Dominion starts now.